Hello and welcome. Here's your Jack speaking. As you know, if you follow this blog, in previous articles we spoke about the basics for good nutrition and the first two principles. So now, let's move toward principle number 3. As food is processed, nutrient density decreases. Minimally processed whole foods, such as grains, nuts, eggs, and fish, contain a wide variety of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, plant nutrients, and zoonutrients, animal nutrients. While we still don't know exactly which nutrients do what, a plethora of research continues to point to a resounding conclusion. People are healthier when they eat more whole foods and fewer refined foods. This is likely because the higher the level of processing, the greater the chance that a food will. It has lost nutritional value such as fiber, essential fatty acids, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and zoonutrients. It contains additives, preservatives, fillers, sugar, sodium, unhealthy fats, and/or refined starches. This is much easier to see when you compare specific whole foods to their more processed equivalents. As you can see below, the least processed steak and fries dinner has about 350 fewer calories and a fraction of the sodium than the fast food burger and fries, as well as much more protein, fiber, and other nutrients. If you had a look at the picture below, which is just a comparison, you could look at each whole grain food next to its more refined counterpart and see similar differences in calories, sodium, and nutrients. So it makes sense that a diet high in minimally processed whole foods could lead to lower rates of heart disease, cancer, depression, and type 2 diabetes, among other health problems. Minimally processed whole foods, they're also high in fiber and or protein, two nutrients that help increase satiety, and they tend to have fewer calories per serving than heavily processed refined foods. Both properties make it easier for us to control our weight. In ultra-processed foods compared to a diet high in minimally processed whole foods. This is essentially equivalent to one additional meal per day. In fact, minimally processed whole foods may be what all successful diets have in common. Recent studies have shown that regardless of carbohydrate or fat intake, participants experience the same weight loss as long as they minimize their intake of refined sugars, flour, and other processed foods and emphasized whole foods like vegetables. They also experienced similar improvements in blood pressure, insulin, glucose, and cholesterol levels. What does that mean for you? We're 100% sure about the importance of whole foods, but we're also pretty sure about something else. Progress is much more important than perfection. So instead of dividing foods into whole grain and non-whole grain categories, imagine a spectrum. As you can see in the table below, foods lose some of their nutritional value as they are processed and refined. The goal with whole foods isn't to make things perfect. Instead, focus on making them just a little bit better. That's all for today. Don't miss the next article. Click the link below to read principle number 4. Fruits and vegetables reduce the risk of disease and can also help with weight loss. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to keep yourself updated by subscribing.